So here we go, Facebook fans, folks, whoever it is that are watching. This is the final stages and the final tour of Rock Out Loud as we know it. Grand opening is on Saturday, super pumped for that. And I'm gonna give you a quick walkthrough now. So as you walk in, there's that crowd. I love that crowd. There you go, we have a charging station for all those little rock and rollers who come in with a phone that needs to be charged. Of course, you have the cool theater seats, which is there, and then you have my cool mural, which is absolutely breathtaking. People have been walking by this school every day, coming in just to admire the mural, name people, and then all of a sudden you start conversations with them, which has been great. People have actually said that this reminds them a lot of Rock and Roller Coaster when you watch Aerosmith in the back doing the recordings, which is really, really cool. And then, of course, you got the theater seats as you can watch the rock and roll bands. We've been doing some kids rock in there, and you could see the stage up there. It's all lit up at night. So when people walk by, we get a lot of attention, as you can imagine. And then, of course, you have the reception area, which is great. I love that. We buried all of the cables, wires, all that stuff is underneath the cement. You just see that beautiful, clean desk, water machine back there. We also have the credenza. We have also my popcorn, we call it rock corn. I took one of those tom-toms there and I created a garbage can so it kind of still stays with the theme. And I have my J Terza free guitar giveaway poster and of course a display of all four of my brochures that we're going to be handing out. And as I walk through, I'll show you. So what I wanted to do is you can see, this was very last minute. You can't see it so well in the light, but you're going to see these like almost street light looks that you get when you walk through the hallway. It was a little too dark, but as you walk through the hallway, and this is the Viper Room, which is the same facade at the Viper Room, this is a great little dim look. And then you go into the drum room. So we have a double door for the drum room, and we found that it's pretty darn soundproof. We have the two doors here, and when we close that, this is a great spot because not only do you get a chance to really display the school, you get to display the kids playing at the school and the smiling faces, which has been awesome. So if you check out with the lights on, kids really get that rock and roll feeling. They get the stage lights, which is the steps, and then you get the blue and the white stage lights there. I put on a bulletin board, or I should say a whiteboard, and this is some of the feedback of a kid that came. And it says, and I'll read it, I don't know if you can read it, but I'll read it for you. It says, "Amazing studio. As soon as I entered, I felt the need to rock my heart out. Anika," and then Juliana, "I love Rock Out Loud." And it was just a lot of great things here. The vibes here, last week we had a grand opening, super soft, I guess you could call it a soft grand opening. Free lessons the whole day. Every single room was packed. We signed up a few people too, and people are telling their friends. So a lot of feedback. And of course you get the Viper Room. So this particular awning was a bit tough to see, so I made sure that the lights pointed to the logo through the glass. So you get to see the cool Viper Room logo through the glass projecting on the wall. I love that. And then if you look through the wall into the room, there is the Viper Room. And you can even see the computer there. There's your computer in the Viper Room as well. All the computers are actually on now. I have them set to start and shut down between 1 and 10. So this is the Whiskey A Go-Go, and as soon as you open up the door, you get the Whiskey A Go-Go logo on the iMac 27-inch. We also have named the rooms like the computers like the rooms, so when we do a FaceTime call for a lesson or a makeup or whatever it is, the room will actually call, like the Whiskey A Go-Go will call little Jimmy Smith. And these rooms are dedicated. I didn't want to have one FaceTime account for all the rooms because when that thing calls, every room would have rang. So I didn't realize that, but as I was doing it, I said that might be a good idea. So as you walk through, this is the hallway. You get to see those cool little umbrellas. And then you have the Cavern Club, which was the Beatles started out. Then there's the Roxy. These are the two rooms for the drums. You can see, got the Cavern Club here. You also have the drum set to drum set. And I'm gonna get a little bit closer. I'll put these lights on a little bit brighter. Let's see. If you can see underneath the desk, it's very difficult because everything is really black and white, but underneath the desk are headsets. Those headsets are plugged in directly to the iMac 27-inch into their audio. So as a child is learning to play the drums to a song or to a click track, the teacher and the student could put the headphones on and they can actually hear what they're listening to while playing, so they don't have to blare the music out loud, which would have been really distracting. The rooms are soundproof from room to room, but outside not as soundproof, simply because of the pocket doors. But with the silent strokes, perfect, no problem at all. And then, of course, what I have here is, this is going to be the station where Zachary Clayton, who's going to be coming on Saturday, he's going to be coming here to do a little photo op, meet and greet, signing autographs, so he's got that backdrop. So I have 200 pictures that he's going to sign, and it's going to be behind the Rock Out Loud, and all my branding is behind him as well. So people, if they don't know where he is at that time and day, they'll know because of the branding. And the same thing here, which is great. Now, the Stone Pony, I love this room too. This is such a really cool, eye-catching room. You can see the Stone Pony there as well as the computer, and you can actually see the mini grand piano. I absolutely love the way these Kurzweils play and sound and feel. They feel like a real piano. And we have everything set up. I also have a microphone, so this is also going to be vocals. So there'll be vocal lessons here, and every piano room's got vocal lesson capabilities. So you have a mic, which is it's a really cool setup. You got the capsule mic, and you got GarageBand, you got a piano that you can play along with, or if it's just a piano lesson, you can do that as well. We also introduced the colorized learning method for the trials that we did for 10 and under, and that was just a hit because the parents were just shocked how quickly their children were picking up all of this stuff, and it was basically color coding with the rainbow. So that colorized is something I came up with and works really, really well. Kind of also works with Kids Rock because the colors on the drums are similar to the way I've used the colors there. Of course, you have CBGBs, and then you have the bitter end. You walk into the bitter end, and you also got that bitter end on the computer, which is great, and that beautiful mini grand red, ruby red piano, and it sounds and plays beautiful as well. Then we have here, if you walk through, you're gonna see, this is where the Artist Unlimited is going to be taking place. This is our hallway, and you can see we also have the chairs and tables. That's for Rock and Merlot. We just did an amazing Rock and Merlot first-time trial. Went over really well, 10 people learning ukulele. Stand By Me was the song of choice. It was great time, great fun, 90 minutes. We catered it. It was really cool. And what Dave Simon once said about having bathrooms extremely clean is so important to an establishment, and people don't realize it. I wanted to make these bathrooms as rock and roll, as gritty and clean and awesome as you can possibly do it, and I think I captured it. This is the ladies' room. I guess I can use this anyway, no one's here. But if you walk in here, you get this whole vibe. I have this beautiful black brick. This black brick is almost like Subway style brick, but it's super textured, super rock and roll. You still got the handicap usage here, and the Dyson I have, the Dyson hand blower, super important for those people who are germ-phobes like myself. The blowers that you get in that you see in lots of the stores and restaurants, they're those big fat blowers. The difference between those and Dyson's is Dyson will actually take the air that's sucking it in and filters it, so you don't see any microbacteria that's in the air and you know, just I guess going throughout your hands and the rest of the space. So that's disgusting. But the Dyson figured it out. Those Dyson folks are awesome. And then we have, of course, the recording side I have on, and that's the Artist Unlimited. I went with this here, and this will take us into the voice booth. So in here is where you would do and track your vocal lessons. Get that set up. And then it brings us into the recording studio, which is great for artists and kids alike. So you can see here, that's our rock and roll recording studio. And it's got that really kick-ass look where it's space age, the Jetsons kind of vibe to it. And when you turn the lights off, look at the way that LED just really pops, and it makes it look really, really cool. And I wanted to go for that for the performance reasons. Lots of artists like that whole performance thing. And then we have our data room. This is super important, a little messy, but this is where all our ukuleles lay after the big ukulele day. But I have here, you'll see, I only have 2 air conditioning units, and it's I think a 7-ton and a 3-ton. However, I have 6 thermostats. The reason for this 6 thermostats was I created VAV boxes which regulate particular rooms to particular air. So for example, if I'm teaching 2 people, why am I going to air condition the entire space? This shuts off all of the other vents and just leaves the areas in which I'm teaching. So I was able to separate them. You could do 3 per unit, so I did 6 of course, and all of the thermostats are remote controlled. I always wanted to make remote control thermostats so nobody can just fiddle with it and change it. So that's what's really great about that. Then we have our YouTube room, which is where I'm working here. This is the YouTube room that's been such an incredible hit. The desk has been a hit, just the quality of the sound and the video, the theater seats and chairs. We've had 2 so far very successful Rock City Central. videos put on YouTube and now on a podcast, and I'm finding that a lot of these now entrepreneurs in the area are reaching out to me. They do anything to be on my show now, and now I'm booked for the next four weeks, which has been great. I have an on-staff videographer. We do 3 different cameras. All of this goes into a computer. We mix it down, and then we kind of piece it together with the video. So the video and the audio is absolutely, superb. It's just like the real thing. So as you can imagine, a lot of business owners really want to kind of get in here. And what I'm finding is they're sharing my story with everybody. And I'm not selling anything about Rock Out Loud. I'm having them in and I'm interviewing them. I'm spending about, 3 or 4 hours really researching them, their brand, their advertising, their marketing, how they do things, their Google reviews. I'm doing all that. And then when they're on, I'm asking them tons of questions. And they're not generic. They're really I'm really honing in on their skills and what people really love about them, and they're loving it right now. And now everybody wants to come in and do it. Thank you very much, Danny Thompson, Dave Simon. But without all these little ideas, as I'm building this out, I don't think I would have gotten this far. So those guys have been super, super instrumental. But this takes us back to the entrance, and here you go. This is back to the charging station, and I use this charging station to the best of my ability. It's tough with the glare, but I also put all of our Rock Out Loud programs are on here with the prices. So if anybody's got any questions while they're charging their iPhones or their iPads, they get to peruse all of our programs right there, which has been great. And right back to the reception areas where we have all the registrations. And again, it's super important to me anyway that you put all the things we do here for music lessons. We have determination, we have commitment, confidence, and expression. So as my receptionist is sitting behind the desk explaining to the parents what we do here, it's just literally right there. Subliminally, but it's literally right there, which has been really great. So this is the end of it. Thanks so much for the journey. It's been 4 months, almost 4 months, and I appreciate everybody and all the people that reached out to me and the feedback that I've gotten. Saturday's my big day. I'll let you know how it goes, but that's the end of it. And thanks for watching the show. Talk to you soon.